Hello gorgeous, it's Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Today it is raining and I can hear the rain through my window. It is pouring down rain, so I hope that the sound is okay. The inspiration for today's video was the new Pat McGrath palette that was released. I will pop up a picture. If you are interested, you should go for it. I'm good. I have a couple of Pat McGrath palettes, and the one that I'm going to play with today to satisfy my want for that palette is the Decadence palette. I know I have done videos with this one before, but it is an all shimmer palette and it's beautiful. Pat McGrath often goes on sale, so if you are interested in her formulas, which some say are best, I do enjoy them. My advice is to wait for a sale because they are pricey. So if you want to get ready with me using some of my bougiest makeup and testing out a new sponge that I've been hearing wonderful things about, then just keep watching. I'm going to start with my eyes, and I might as well talk about this concealer now. This is the Tarte Shape Tape, and it has been a favorite for a very long time. I found my Rare Beauty brush, and the brush fairy did not come since I last filmed. I wished that she would come and wash my brushes. She did not, so I'm hoping I can find a few clean ones for my eye look today. Don't judge me, please. But this Rare Beauty concealer brush is beautiful. I've heard that the BK Beauty one is also really good. If you have a favorite concealer brush, make sure you comment below. I like the shape of this one, I like the way it feels, and I'm too cheap to buy a second one yet, so it goes back and forth between my bedroom and this filming room. I'll go in with primer now, and I love the Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin Blurring Balm Powder. It does come in different colors. I have it in Universal. I also have it in the shade 3. I've seen other people use a brush with it, so I'm going to try using this half-caked complexion brush and just pressing it in. I love Danessa Myricks. I have loved everything that I have tried. This has a ingredient called Upsolite in it that's supposed to really help with oil control, and it does. And you can use it to set your makeup, you can use it as a primer, you can use it as a foundation if you get one with color, or use it on a no makeup look. I like it. Let's get into this eye palette. Now, because it is all shimmers, I want to create an eye structure, and I figured I'd pull out my LYS. This is not bougie. This is one of the most affordable brands at Sephora. I have 2 shades of their powder bronzer. This one is in Strength, and this one is Harmony. I think I'm gonna use Harmony, at least for now. I may add. I want the eye look to be more about the shimmer. I just want to have some depth. It's about reshaping the eye. So this brush was an Alter Ego number 7. And here under my eyes, I'm gonna use this IT Cosmetics crease brush. This came in a set a long time ago, and I'm just going to dust this under the eye, and then we can get into these shimmers. I've had a rough day today. If you are a parent of a special needs child or a family member, I'm just really struggling with help for my autistic son, and I've cried more than once today. I need makeup therapy. I'm kind of feeling this shade right here. Look at that. It's a pretty greenish gold. Maybe I'll do 2 shimmers. I'm gonna go with this one on the inner, and then I'll choose a different one for the outer. I mean, these are just creamy, popping shimmers that do not disappoint. Very pretty. And I think on the outer corner, I'm just gonna step out of my comfort zone. I'm gonna go into this like grayish color. Let's be crazy. This is a color I would never put with this. I was watching Steff's Beauty Stash today, because I like to watch YouTube too, and she was saying how she loves to put colors together that you wouldn't think to put together. just to spark creativity. And you know what? That looks pretty. Just needs a little blending. Yeah, so Luke is 10, and I normally get funding to help with respite for him, which means somebody to come in and help me. A babysitter, or I could pay a family member, and they have changed the program. And now, if I want somebody to help with my son, they have to jump through hoops. They have to get approved, they have to get background check. And it's just very frustrating because it's very hard to find help in the first place, and then to say, oh, and by the way, you have to do XYZ. Very upsetting. I like this for the eyes. I think it looks soft and pretty and beautiful. Tell me what you think. I do not have a high-end liner, so I'm gonna go in with one of my favorites. This is the Slick Flick from Makeup Revolution. You can get this at Walmart for less than $5. I'm just gonna throw a wing on. There's just something about this liner. It just goes on really easy. I'll throw on some of my Benefit Magnet mascara. I am normally a drugstore mascara kind of gal. I think drugstore does mascara great. I got this in a Boxycharm. I didn't want to love it, and I do. But the good news is Benefit, I feel, goes on sale quite a bit. So this just builds up nicely. I can get a lot of volume and length. I have no complaints about this mascara. I'll put on a couple coats and I'll be right back. I'm happy with that. Looks good. I'm gonna move into foundation and the new sponge that I picked up. Risa Does Makeup has been talking about the StansOut Sponge for as long as I've been watching her, which is a couple of years. I've heard Tarte talk about it. This is what it looks like. And it says here that it is a multifunctional blending tool designed to apply a streak-free airbrushed finish to your complexion. It's designed to react with the warmth of your skin to reach optimal softness. Water is not required, but the StansOut Beauty Sponge can be used damp if preferred. If applying face products with a brush is preferred, the StansOut Beauty Sponge can be used as a finishing tool by lightly patting and rolling onto your skin, leaving a seamlessly blended look. I'm not gonna wet it because I'm lazy. This, did I touch my face? I think I did. It is a very interesting texture, if you can see that. It's kind of like memory foam, but really very soft. For foundation, I'm gonna use my Dior Forever Matte, which there are spots on my light right here from this fabulous foundation. I will say a prayer. This is in the shade 2.5N. It does say right on the bottle to shake well. Let's cross our fingers. I'm going to pump. Please, please be nice. Yay! This is one of my favorite high-end foundations. And I'm just going to, it is very thin, I'm gonna press it on my face. And then I'm gonna try this sponge out because I'm excited. A little unwanted friend there. Maybe the foundations can sit on that guy for a minute. All right, I'm just going to press. And it feels very soft on my skin. And I'm going to try to do that whole rolling thing they talk about. I've never rolled my foundation before. All right, that looks nice. Let me try it on the other side with my Haley's Beauty brush, which is my typical way. Yeah, it does definitely look smoother on this side. I can see a difference. Wow, I'm impressed. I guess it just sort of presses into the skin a little bit more. Try that rolling thing. I don't even know if I'm doing it right. I'll try to keep you posted how long it lasts, but I know she uses it a few times before she washes it. Let me know if you have this sponge and if you like it, because so far I'm digging it. Got my Tarte Shape Tape here. This is in the shade Light Sand. And this one, I like the smell, I like the coverage, And I've heard people say that it's drying, and I do have dry under eyes. I just filmed a TikTok today, and I was upset when I put it up because my under eyes look dry. I don't know if it was my concealer or the powder, but my under eyes do not look good in that TikTok, and that was a bummer. I had the e.l.f. under eye corrector on, which I've been liking, and I used the e.l.f. brightening pen, which I don't love, but it works decently under that corrector. And I'm trying to remember what powder I used. Oh, I do know. I used an e.l.f. powder. Prime and set. Maybe that was the culprit, because my under eyes did not look good. This concealer looks great. I went ahead and added some of my Sephora. This is their retractable eyeliner in waterproof black in my waterline. I have my Huda Cherry Blossom powder that I coveted for so long, and I use it a lot in my bedroom, but realized I had not filmed any videos with it, maybe 1 or 2, and I use it quite often, so I owe that one a little bit of love. And I know that pink powder is all the rage. This was one of the first ones that I noticed on the market, and because I know I love her pound cake powder, I knew I would like the Cherry Blossom. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of a bake under my eye. Let that set for 5-10 minutes, and I'll move into cream contour. My Huda Beauty Tantour. This is one of my favorites. The closest thing I would compare this to, if you were looking for this in an affordable version, I would tell you the Makeup Revolution one is really good. I have it in light and dark and enjoy them both, but this was my first love. I still think that this is a beautiful product. They are both super pigmented, super blendable. This packaging is a little fancier, because so when you're feeling a little bougie and you just want the good stuff, I like this one a lot. This is like shout out creator day. I'm sitting here thinking it was Emily Noel that first recommended this. She's fantastic and so honest. I trust everything that woman says. I'm gonna link everybody's pages down below that I am talking about. For highlight, I haven't grabbed this guy in a while. This is my Hourglass Ethereal Light. It is super soft and subtle, but just gives a beautiful gleam to the skin. Hourglass is expensive, but it's very good. And this will last me forever. I will throw it away for being years old before I ever get through it. Just dusting this here. That's just gorgeous. Subtle, soft, very pretty. I do have to watch the time because I have to go get my Luke at ABA therapy. This is my Danessa Myricks blush. I have it in Rosé and Brunch. Every time I use it, I am reminded just how pigmented it is. It is very easy to go overboard with this blush, but it is the style that I prefer. I was just saying this in my Boxycharm video with the blush that I was given in that box. It's a pretty blush, but I don't want to go in 10 times. There's just a satisfaction of hitting it once and having enough to do both sides. And this is just blurring, beautiful. It's not too warm or too cool. Just sort of goes with any look. And again, this will last me forever. And pretty packaging. While we're waiting for that blush to set before I go into powder bronzer, I'm just taking a little bit of my Morphe white pencil and putting it in my inner corner, just for a little added brightness. Since I used Harmony, I'm going to go in with Strength to set that Huda Tantour, which you don't have to, but if you really want longevity, it helps. I'm going to go in with my Alley-Oop brush, and this one also very pigmented, so I'm just going to sort of tap here and around my, not forehead, but 6 head. I'm going to take some of my Easy Bake powder. I'm going to dust that right here just to clean up that bronzer, and maybe a little around. If you've gone a little overboard, this will soften it. I don't have a bougie lip liner, but you know I love my Morphe Sweet Tea. It's just the perfect tone for me. It lasts a while. It's good. I brought in a red lip from Pat McGrath to wear, but I'm not feeling it with this eye look, so I just filled in my lips with the Morphe, and I'm gonna go in with my hot chocolate from Fenty. I love this gloss. Every gloss is compared to this gloss. Good, applies like a gel, lasts a little bit of time. My lips feel juicy and pretty. I love it. And you actually get a good amount of product in here. All right, I think it's time to dust off the bake. And I'm gonna mention Anele now. She said, if you're not making that face, you're not doing it right. I think I need a little bit more of the Harmony under my eyes. So I'm gonna go back into that IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm gonna add a little bit more. Look at that, I hit pan. Love me some LYS. I add a little bit of mascara to the bottom lashes. Look at me using the Benefit. I've been a little crazy lately and not always putting tubing on. My brows are looking a little sad. I've had these brows on since this morning. So I'm just gonna brush them up, and I have no brow gel in here. I'm gonna throw a little hairspray in my spoolie. That is the Lazy Girl's trick to standing those brows up. That's better. And then I do love my One Size On Till Dawn setting spray. It's a good one. Maybe not for you dry-skinned peeps out there, but normal to oily, for sure. All right, the hair is down. I want to thank you for joining me today for this makeup therapy session. Any parents out there of special needs children that understand the struggles of finding the help, be it healthcare, be it respite, all of the struggles that us special needs parents, or really any parent out there. I know parenting is hard, but wow, I was feeling really, really sad and frustrated and angry today, and I needed to do this. I almost didn't film today. I'm so glad that I did. You guys always leave the nicest comments. I appreciate you. All of the products that I have on my face will be listed in the description box below. These are all my favorite higher end makeup items, and a new product to me, this StansOut Sponge. I really like it. I think it made a difference. I think my skin looks airbrushed. It looks really, really nice. I'm loving it. I hope you like it too. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I would love to have you join me. I upload on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. If you hit that notification bell, you'll know every time that I upload. Give the video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel. And of course, I look forward to chatting with you in the comment section. Have a fabulous day. I'll see you in the next one.